Namaskar दोस्तों, welcome to Career Conclave 2020, brought to you by HLS India, media partner The School Times, and I am your friendly psychologist Amitabh Mohan. Friends, as you all know that HLS, like every year, this year also is bringing Career Conclave 2020 to you all, braving the pandemic. You all the citizens of India have shown great conviction, patience, and camaraderie, standing by each other, showing the maturity and dealing with it the best possible way. India is one of those countries which has dealt with the Corona COVID-19. The survival rate is best, one of the best in the world for us. So stay cautious and stay mature. We are now reaching near normal stage. After when the pandemic happened, we were talking the terminology of new normal. We are about to reach new normal, and as we reach closer to new normal, HLS India and the School Times decided to go virtual, digital this season with Career Conclave 2020. On day one, we have had the introductory session, the inaugural session. We talked about getting a perspective, breaking the myth about the science, commerce, humanities, which is better or lesser. Then we had various careers and experts coming to us from the field of psychology, special education, economics, theater, law, various fields, professionals coming in. Because this year, Career Conclave 2020, we have a vision कि इंफॉर्मेशन तो करियर के बारे में सब जगह मिलती है, लेकिन एक्सपीरियंस सिर्फ वही लोग शेयर कर सकते हैं जिन्होंने उसको जिया है. People who have lived an experience in a particular profession will give us an insight कि जब हम उस प्रोफेशन में जाते हैं, उन्होंने क्या किया उस प्रोफेशन में जाने के लिए, उन्होंने कैसे डिसाइड किया that will be the right profession for them, उन्होंने कैसे सोचा कि इसमें एक अच्छा करियर बनाया जा सकता है. And that is where, friends, this year Career Conclave 2020 by HLS India is about learning from the experience of people who have become success stories in their own right. So we are bringing to you in every episode success stories from different fields and different walks of life. On day 5, session 2, session 1, we were having Mr. J.P. Singh, senior advocate, Delhi High Court, and we are now into session 2, day 5 of Career Conclave 2020, and we are going to talk about career with a focus on voiceover. And of course, our guest today is a shining star on the television screen in terms of acting and being an anchor on various leading channels of the country, anchoring various shows, and also a very, very sought after and a popular voiceover artist, because we can talk to her about acting, we can talk to her about anchoring, but then we have chosen to have our focus on voiceover because that is where we would like to get a novel insight into this profession as well. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about none other than Annie Sharma. Allow me to bring her on the screen and have an interaction with all of us. Welcome to Career Conclave 2020, Annie, and thank you so much for finding time for being with us in this show.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a lovely introduction, and good evening to all.
It's a pleasure having you here, Annie, and the purpose and objective of our Career Conclave 2020. HLS India has been an organization working on mental health, wellness of people, as well as career guidance. It works in the area of counseling, training, and consultancy. And this is where we want career decision. If it goes wrong with the young minds, it can have a lot of stress for the rest of the life of people. And that is where we incorporate this also as part of our responsibility in HLS India. And School Times has helped us out, take it and making it reach out to people. We are right now simulcasted on the Facebook page of HLS India, YouTube page, YouTube channel of HLS India, also on the School Times YouTube channel, Facebook, as well as Periscope, that is Twitter. So we are simulcast in various places. A lot of young people would be watching us live right now there. So with your permission, shall we start our interaction, Annie?
Yeah, please, sir, please. I'm very excited.
request you to give a bit of an input and insight about your journey, how you decided to be in this profession. You have three dimensions which have become very visible to people. One is acting, other is your anchoring, and other is your voiceover. So, how did you choose? How did you decide to be in this profession? A brief journey of your life.
Sir, the strange thing is that since 8th standard, I was very clear that what I want to be and which
Okay.
stream I want to go. So,
Okay.
though in 11th and 12th, I opted for science just because it was during that time, being a science student used to be a status symbol, to be honest.
Right.
So, now I think I would have opted for humanities and I would have done wonders in academics. But yeah, so after passing my 12th, I did my graduation in mass comm and journalism. And the after that, I did specialization in voicing and anchoring. But before that, I cracked Jamia University's master's examination. I'm specifying this because this is one of the hardest examination. And
Right.
seriously, I feel very proud of myself when I think that I cracked that All India entrance exam in which 25 limited seats were there.
Right.
But unfortunately, I couldn't take admission there after because my degree wasn't complete. My
Okay.
result was online available, but according to university norms, they want a complete degree.
Okay.
So that was the first heartbreak, sir. First
Okay.
heartbreak that I felt because it was my dream university and I cracked it. And in spite of that, I was not able to pursue that masters in mass comm.
Right. Right.
So it's always blessing in disguise. And
Right.
my professor, my guru, he suggested me that I should go for this specialization in voicing and anchoring.
Okay.
So yeah, so there was a 6 months short duration course in voicing and anchoring. I opted that, and after that, I auditioned for one news channel that was Voice of India.
Okay.
And I was blessed enough that I got selected there. This
Great.
how my anchoring journey started.
So it's your anchoring journey started with Voice of India.
Yes,
Great.
yes. And after that, something was there in my mind, back of my mind, I could say that I want to try an acting. I want to try an acting. Because since childhood, everyone used to say, ये बहुत अच्छी actor है, ये बहुत अच्छी actor है. So that
Okay.
impression was in my mind कि अगर कोई कुछ कह रहा है तो maybe it's true, I should try.
Right.
So there was a channel Pragya TV in Film City, and
Right.
they were coming up with their daily soap Saas Bahu type serial.
Okay.
Yeah, so I auditioned for that, and I got selected there also.
Okay.
So yeah, so it was around 3 years that I acted as a Bahu, and in that character, I lived that character, and I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
From there, my acting journey started. After that, there were many projects of Doordarshan that I did. I did serials in Urdu and Hindi, and
Okay.
simultaneously, because I had a love for voice, for radio, for that mic. So
Okay.
I thought that why should I try for that radio also?
Okay.
So I sent my sample to All India Radio and I went and auditioned there. And I there was a Urdu serial that there was a Urdu serial actually on air in All India Radio. Like you must have heard about Hawa Mahal. There were stories, right?
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
on the same pattern, they were coming up with a series, and
Okay.
so I auditioned and I cleared that also. So, yeah.
Okay.
So this is the these are the
You
ladders that
kept
I
on trying, and you kept on pursuing your dream and the path, and it kept on happening for you. But then the few very important takeaways for me, the way you are explaining and talking about your journey. A, you were looking forward for a formal qualification and in
yes,
mass communication, and that's very important for all of the young friends to know that she had plans to go in that career, but she was planning to have a solid academic background in that field. Unfortunately, it did not happen. But then that heartbreak did not let her lose hope, because it is not about a qualification, it is about a conviction to be in that field that made her keep on pursuing, and she maneuvered herself, kept on trying, and today she is where she is, and being recognized as very, very popular name in the field, and growing very fast in recognition as well. And I'm sure we are soon to go to see her on the big screen as well, as she
Thank
maneuvers
you.
herself. I'm sure it's going to happen, Annie. And Annie, this brings me to a question that you said that you did 6 months voiceover training and a course that you did. So, what is voiceover all about? I mean, what is this field all about?
So basically, there is a myth that your voice should be ordinary to go in the voiceover field. But I
Okay,
must say that no, this is not necessary.
okay,
But the most important thing, be it any stream, if you want to go in voiceover, if you want to go in anchoring, acting, in any stream, I should say. The
right.
thing I would like to brief about the about my course of 6 months,
Hmm.
because the first day when we entered in that course, the first thing that our teacher asked us was a disciplined life,
Okay,
that we have to wake up at 5, we have to
right,
do our yoga, meditation, and vocal exercises, we have to eat a proper diet. Though that time we were perplexed at how this is related to our course.
okay,
Eating good diet and waking up at 5 o'clock, how it is related to our course? We are here to learn different things. Why they are
okay,
asking to do that? But
right,
now I realize that yes, it's must.
okay,
Disciplined life is the key, I must say.
okay,
So the way we all worked, and we had a faith in heart that yes, whatever our teacher is saying, we have to obey, and we have to, whether we like it or not, because
right.
training period no one likes. No
Ah,
one likes. We always want the results, that okay, yeah, this is the result, this is the big thing, the glamour thing that we get attracted towards. But
absolutely.
yeah, but the training time and the hard work that a person has suffered, actually it is suffering, it is, I must say, it is not a piece of cake. I
Right,
used to get up at 5, I used to do my running, though I was like, why I am doing this, why? I was clueless that time, but
okay,
I did it. And day by day, when I saw changes in my attitude, that I was, day by day I was grooming myself with the
mm-hmm.
good diet, I was making myself healthy mentally and physically. And this
Okay,
how, when first day during our training, we saw the studio, there were
right,
gym jams in my stomach and head. Oh my god, studio,
okay,
it was a big thing that we earned studio.
right,
So, yeah, and hard work, simultaneously smart work.
okay,
So, yeah, these are the things that we have to remember. All of the student, I must say that you should remember that hard work, smart work, and disciplined life. You can achieve anything in life. So,
hard
we-
work, smart work, and determination in life is,
yes,
is the mantra. And very, very important point you mentioned, and that's for all young minds to understand. Besides so many other things, one thing which were catching my eye to emphasize is, हम लोग कहते हैं ना कि all that glitters is not gold. Whenever we talk about glamour, uh, glamour is not just about glamour. It's also about discipline. It has a it takes a lot of hard work for you to be there. And glamour does not mean अब तो हम glamorous हो गए और अब हम एक्टिंग कर रहे हैं तो हम जो चाहेंगे जिस समय चाहेंगे अपने हिसाब से करेंगे, because generally it is not about अपना हिसाब, it's always about market का हिसाब, client का हिसाब, and audience का हिसाब, and that's where you have to put in a lot of effort.
yes, sir, true. Right, I totally agree. Because to achieve something is different thing, but to maintain that thing is altogether a different thing. Once you
Absolutely.
reach that destination, that doesn't mean that you achieve everything. You have to, because you have different type of competitors in market right now.
Right.
So among all those people, how you will survive, how you will
Right.
stand out.
Absolutely.
So you have to, day by day, every day, you have to learn something new. You have to develop your skills in you so that you have something different and unique in your performing arts.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this how your knowledge comes. Your knowledge
Right.
helps. Have to study. Many of students, they usually, my cousins and all, when they ask me that पढ़ाई नहीं करनी पड़ती है वॉइस ओवर में, this is the main thing that they ask me, पढ़ाई नहीं करनी पड़ती है ना,
Right.
but I should say that पढ़ाई दुगनी करनी पड़ती है, दोगुनी करनी पड़ती है आपको, because you have to keep yourself updated. You have
Absolutely.
to, you should know that which is the updated mic that you have to use, what is the updated software that you can use, the technical part also, and how you can modulate your voice, and how you can work, and what's the USP, and what is your talent that you can stand out. So for that पढ़ाई तो करनी पड़ेगी.
करनी
You
पड़ेगी.
can't escape.
You can't escape and you have to be more disciplined than what you imagine. अगर आप सोच रहे हो कि ग्लैमर वर्ड में आके आप अपने हिसाब से काम करोगे, to even to maintain get that glamour, you need to have a lot of discipline. That's what Annie Sharma says. The mantra for success in this field is a lot of discipline, a lot of
Yes,
determination, right? And a lot of
yes,
healthy habits.
exactly.
Absolutely. So, Annie, do I have your permission? Because a lot of young friends are there who have chosen to be here. I'm sure their minds must be full of inquiry. So, let us, in this format of Career Conclave 2020, we are inviting young friends from different schools so that we get questions at at their level, which will have their context, and will become even more relevant in sharing our experience with them. Of course, they're connecting from their different zones. I hope their internet connections work as they come with us here. So, do I have your permission to take them on?
Yeah, sir, please.
All right. So we will be now calling up our young friends on screen: Tanisha, Ridhima, Gunjan, and Soumya. I would be requesting them as they come on the screen to keep their camera and switched on so that we can have them on. So welcome to this. We've got with us Tanisha. We've got with us Soumya. Ridhima is there with us also on screen, and we have Gunjan. Can we have Gunjan also on the screen? So welcome Tanisha, Ridhima, Gunjan, and Soumya. Welcome to Career Conclave 2020. You all are. You were listening to Annie Sharma sharing her brief journey and what voiceover is all about. So let's take your questions and inquiry. Feel free to ask as many questions you want. Let us start with Ridhima. Over to you, Ridhima. Ridhima Doshi from Sushila Birla Girls School in Kolkata. Ridhima, your question.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
So my question to you is the career which you've opted for is not like you cannot be very sure that yes, I'll be successful. It might happen that you're successful for some time and then it doesn't work out after some time. So what was your backup career option that if this does not work out, what else can you do?
See, my backup career was, if I'll not do in voiceover, I'll do acting. If not in acting, then I was thinking that okay, I can do anchoring. But the basic thing that I know about myself and my professors, my elders, they helped me that what I am, what I can do. Because if you want to do something, that is something else. But are you really made for that? Do you really have that talent? That is different thing. If you really want to achieve, able to work on that level that you can be talented or you can grow a good skill in yourself to achieve your dream? So these are the questions that you have to ask yourself before opting any field. You have to introspect yourself. And in that, you can take help. Like you have, during my time, I was not having such good platform that you people are having right now. Right. So I used to look forward for my teachers, I still remember, I must share this experience that I was very curious to meet a RJ because RJ was like, oh God, रेडियो पे बोलते हैं कैसे लगते होंगे, कितनी अच्छी आवाज होती है. There are many things that when you listen and you become curious and excited, right? And I called in one of the radio station, All India Radio, Rainbow, and I kept on calling. There were landline was there, and I kept on calling, and that RJ was not available. Farhaz was his name. I went to All India Radio. I waited for him for 3 hours just to see and ask him कि आप आरजे कैसे बने. So you people are really blessed that sitting at home in front of your mobile, you are getting this opportunity that you can one-on-one ask to any expert, and sir is there to guide you that you can ask. So if you know that who you are and what you can do, so there is no B plan. If you think that you have a plan B, trust me, you will not succeed. You will not give your best. You will think, okay, कोई बात नहीं, अभी तो ये नहीं हुआ तो क्या हुआ? Plan B तो है. I should say, give yourself time. If you want to, for instance, if you want to think that, okay, मुझे 2 साल वॉइस ओवर्स में ट्राई करना ही करना है, तो 2 साल लगाओ और without any plan B. Do it. Give your best shot. Give your 100%. So for me, there was no plan B.
Break your bridges as you move ahead. You'll have a greater chances of success, is what Annie suggests to you. At the same time, Ridhima, I also noticed while Annie was talking about her journey, and she had also planned to do a professional course in mass communication while she was aspiring, and that also was the backup plan that she had to give that longevity to her career. That was not a plan B. Her plan was always to be in this career, but that would have given the skill, and that also would have become an option to earn money in the journey towards what you wanted to become. So that is something like that also is what you also can plan for yourself.
Yes.
Keep thinking of your questions, and feel free to ask once I have one round of questions from everyone. And if you have other questions after that, you can again say that, sir, I want to ask a question, and we'll take that further. So over to you, Gunjan. Gunjan Saxena is a very popular film lately, which has come up about one of the Air Force pilot and one of the key script directors and the key directors for that film, Archit Kumar, was on our show yesterday as well. Gunjan, over to you.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yeah, Gunjan.
Ma'am, I want to ask that can you please tell me the requirements to be a perfect model?
Perfect model. As I said, disciplined life. We see what we see on screen, that models are wearing good clothes, right? This is, and they are applying good expensive makeup. That is what we think, right? But besides that, they work very hard. Really, trust me. The disciplined diet. अगर फॉर इंस्टेंस अगर मैं आपको कहूं कि आपको सिर्फ 2 महीने ग्रीन वेज खाने हैं, जिसमें कि लौकी, घिया, तोरई, यू मस्ट बी फीलिंग नहीं ये नहीं खा सकते, बट यू हैव, right? So the strict diet and the strict gym and yoga meditation that they do, oh God, it is really, I'm telling you, it's very rigorous practice that they do. And to maintain themselves, there are times when we want to have ice creams, there are times when we want to have junk food, but you aren't allowed to have a single bite of junk food until you want to be a model, or you want to do something in your life. If you want to be a model, first of all, you must know that what you should eat, how much exercise your body need, how much meditation you need, what type of exercises your body needs, and what type of clothes will look good on you. These are the things that you need beforehand, so that whenever you want to go for an audition, one should think that, oh, she's already a model, come, bas आप शुरू कर दीजिए project. So you have to prepare yourself in your mind that yes, I want to be, and start your training from day one. राइट तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि कोई प्लेटफॉर्म कोई कोई इंस्टीट्यूट होगा जो आपको सिखाएगा. वो इंस्टीट्यूट भी तभी आपको हेल्प कर सकता है व्हेन यहाँ से आप प्रिपेयर्ड होंगे कि ओके यू आर अ मॉडल, यू आर ऑलरेडी. तो आप उसकी तरह से उसका लाइफस्टाइल अपनाएंगे कि लाइफस्टाइल, स्ट्रिक्ट लाइफस्टाइल जो आपको दिखाई देता है वो नहीं होता, वो सिर्फ ग्लैमर होता है. उस रैम्प वॉक की अगर मैं बात करूं, क्योंकि मॉडल्स भी डिफरेंट टाइप्स के होते हैं, अगर मैं रैम्प मॉडल की बात करूं तो दे आर वेरी स्किनी, एंड ट्रस्ट मी, वो लोग बहुत बहुत टफ डाइट्स पे रहते हैं, बहुत टफ. So these are the things you should know. First of all, as I always say, that you should have clarity in yourself what you want to be. A model be kaun se model? Ramp model. Study about the models, type of models. Study about them, and then you select कि okay ठीक है ये मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है. Instead, start working on it. And अभी right now, as I said कि Google बाबा जो हैं वो हैं यहाँ पे available, and you can search anything, right? So you can take help and you can study. So self-study you should do before opting anything, and take help of this platform. You are already blessed to have this platform.
Annie, this brings me to a question, related question, what Gunjan has asked related to, you have been into acting and modeling are, they are considered to be a correlated career option. A lot of actors have entered into modeling. A lot of models have graduated to acting. So is acting also one of the pathways to becoming a model, or is there any correlation? If you can throw some light on that.
So different people have different views. As you asked me, I don't think that there is any relation between a model or an actor, because acting is a skill, acting is a talent. But and you need different type of talent and skill for being an actor. You should enhance your acting skill. You should know that how to adapt a different character and how to come out of that character. But when you want to be a model, you have to work on your overall personality, and you have to work on your body shape, on your skin, on your hairs. So these are the things. Being an actor you have to, but if I take example of Manoj Vajpayee and of different actor, Om Puri Sahab were there. So these are the actors, and हम इनको इतना ग्लैमर पॉइंट पे नहीं देखते हैं, बट इनका आज भी लोहा मनता है. तो तो हर एक फील्ड के लिए, हर एक स्ट्रीम के लिए आपको डिफरेंट टैलेंट और डिफरेंट स्किल की जरूरत होती है. या अब ऐसा होने लगा है कि अगर आप नोन फेस हो गए हो तो आप एक मॉडल बन सकते हो. इट्स अ प्रमोशन स्ट्रैटेजी. राइट. बट फॉर बीइंग अ मॉडल एंड बीइंग एन एक्टर डिफरेंट टैलेंट होता है और डिफरेंट स्किल की जरूरत होती है.
Absolutely, and that is a very important clarity that people need to have. That when we talk about a lot of actors getting into modeling, that's about endorsement rather than modeling as a skill as such. That's what Annie was giving clarity to all of us, that modeling is a different genre altogether than acting and requires a different manifestation. And regarding how to present yourself, I would listening to Annie, I just realized that modeling is not about being good looking, it's about looking good, right?
Yes.
And you need to work on yourself so that you have that persona and personality to carry yourself, that people think that you can model their product, and that can attract attention as well. So Gunjan, I hope you've got an insight into what you wanted to understand. We'll come back to you if you have more questions. Over to Soumya from the Jain International School, Kanpur.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I want to ask how can we improve our personalities?
Sorry, you asked that how you can improve your personality. If I'm not
Yes,
wrong,
sir.
she asked the same question.
Yes, she's
Okay,
acknowledging that.
okay. Yeah,
Yes,
for
ma'am.
personality, yeah, for personality, everything matters. Your attitude matters, first of all, how you speak to others, right? What's your selection of words, if I go in the depth, right? And how you dress up, that matters a lot in personality. And moreover, how it's not only about looks, but the aura that you create, the positivity that you have in your mind and your heart, that makes your personality, right? And for the other thing, I should say that as I'm repeating again and again, that discipline is the key. So if you lead a disciplined life, right, of definitely you'll groom yourself, definitely you will be an overall different personality, the way. And you have to study these days. To be honest, these days I am watching new videos because I want myself to be I want my makeover to be done, so I don't need
Okay.
anyone helps. What I am doing, I'm studying. I bought 2 books about grooming and personality development, and I'm studying. So
Mhm.
this is my hard work that I am doing for myself. So you have to
Right.
study, and then you have to, according to your thing, according to your personality, you should know that what type of discipline suits you. There are people whom they go for gym, there are people who opt for yoga, right? So you should know. First, introspect yourself, you can take help, and discipline is the key. So start at what time you wake up if you don't go to school. My question to you.
Samya, you need to answer. That is Annie ma'am's question to you. What time you wake up in the morning?
Ma'am, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
That's an honest answer.
Yes, I really appreciate your honest answer. So, as you asked me about personality, so I must say start waking up at 5 o'clock, start meditating, start doing yoga, or start go for a walk with any your elders, with your mom or dad, and do it for 21 days. And then you can share your views with sir, and he can, or you can share anywhere you want to, if you want to connect and you are connecting with sir. So after doing it rigorously for 21 days, you will yourself get an answer.
You can also go reach out to Annie ma'am on her social media platforms and give her the feedback that
Yes.
you sacrificed this and this is what I have achieved. This brings me
Okay,
to
sir.
a question, Annie, when Soumya asked about grooming and personality. You, as a voiceover artist, you are giving voice to a character, and there are different characters are different personalities. So how do you how do you change your voice to suit it to different characters and different personalities?
So many times, there are, for the show, there are directors or producers, and they tell us that, okay, this is the demand of the character, and accordingly, you have to work. At times, we are free to act and free to adapt any kind of voice that we think that it suits to the particular character.
Right.
So, let's say if I still remember that. I played a character of a 18 years old girl. There was a show in All India Radio, and for that, I really used to communicate with my cousin. She was 17 years old, near of 18. So the way she talks, the way she behaves, so that I actually inculcated in myself, and that I replicate in front of the mic, and it was suitable. So
Uh,
this is the thing that this is my homework I used to
okay.
do, and I always do. So
Right.
these are the different characters. I search in live characters in my life
Okay.
to adapt something from them, and then do in front of mic or in front of camera.
If it is okay with you, if I may ask you, if you can just share some of the character, the way you have kind of modulated your voice with them.
Oh yeah, sure. Um, but I must say that there is now there are different software, so we take help of software also to modulate a little bit. But
Right.
yeah, um, there was a character of a 60 or 70 years old. I can't remember because it's a long time back, and I portray that. So she was a beggar, and the story, if I brief, she was a beggar, and she was dreaming that her son should be an IPS. So वो
Right.
डायलॉग उसका जो था, तो मैं बताती हूँ. uh, हम्म, मेरी मेरी आंखों में आज भी वो सपना गूंजता है. आज भी बेटा इन बूढ़ी आंखों में मैं देख आती हूँ कि तू एक बहुत बड़ा अफसर हो गया है मेरे लाल अफसर. Yeah, this was.
Awesome. If one listens to it with closed eyes, one will not be able to imagine your face to this voice because it actually looked like a elderly voice talking there. So beautiful, so amazing.
Thank you, sir.
So you plan this kind of a voice, how you are going to give voice to the character, as you said before,
Yes.
and or your director tells you something. How does it happen?
At times, as I said, that at times director tell us, and we of course we take help of director because the director is the captain of ship, as we all know, and he knows better that what type of character he wants on screen or in front of the mic. But of course, it is my hard work also that how I will perform because he has given me a task, he or she has given me a task, but it's up to me that how I will fulfill his what he wants for me to do.
Right.
So, as I said, I take live characters. For this character, I stayed with my nanny for several days and then I went for this show. Yeah. So, I used to mimic her.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, I used to mimic her. And what I did was that मैं उनको डायलॉग देती थी कि ओके नानी आप ये डायलॉग बोल के दिखाओ कुछ भी ऐसे ही बोलो तो जो वो
Okay.
नॉर्मली भी बोलती थी मैं उसको मिमिक करती थी.
Okay.
हाँ तो थोड़ा बहुत I worked from that and this how I did. So this is the work that we people do. We have different ways to work, but yeah, we have to study, we have to work. We can't escape from hard work.
Absolutely. That's so very intriguing and very interesting. I was about to go to our other friend, but then she was having signal issue and she's got locked out. As soon as she comes back, we will. I think she's back. Let me. Uh, Tanisha, yes, Tanisha is back with us. Tanisha, unmute yourself and you can ask your question. Even if your camera is not visible, feel free to ask your question. Tanisha Majumdar from Sushila Birla Girls School, Kolkata. I think it's her
Yeah.
signal is buffering a bit, so we will take a query in a short while as her signal becomes stable. This brings me to another question: that what kind of qualifications, like you did the 6 months course, available in the field of voiceover? If somebody wants, what kind of formal qualification one can take, or formal training one can take?
What kind of, sorry, sir, can you repeat your question?
Formal training or a qualification or a course that one can pursue for voiceover.
Okay. Okay. For particular voiceover, actually, if you can go for a mass comm in a graduation, as these are young kids, so of course, after doing their 12th, they can go for the mass comm and journalism course, and they can go for the specialization because there is no, as such in India, there is no bachelor's degree which is specifically is on voiceover or voicing. So
Right.
there are short-term courses that
Okay.
that anyone can opt for. But having said that, I should also say one thing that during my graduation, जो हमारी छुट्टियां होती थी, हमें लीव्स मिलती थी for 15 or 20 days, I always utilized them. मैं उन छुट्टियों में अपनी नानी के घर नहीं गई. What I
Okay.
used to do, क्योंकि जो ऐसा जैसे मैं कह रही हूँ कि what we want to do and हम वाकई वो कर सकते हैं या नहीं, उससे बचने के लिए आपको ट्राई करना होगा. कि
Right.
तो what I did my internship firstly in Doordarshan to
Okay.
know that what is how it works. And I came to know different things, that it's not only anchors that we see on screen. It is the camera person, the technical people, the script writer, the reporter. These are the people for a single show that we watch on television.
Absolutely.
So there are different streams that is open for me. And
Right.
in the next year holidays, I went for I went for this All India Radio internship, and after that, I went for Radio Mantra internship. That was in marketing, because I
Okay.
was also eager that what marketing and advertising all about.
Right.
So this how I, at the end of my graduation, I could see that okay, voicing, anchoring is the thing that I am made for. I can do best in that, not in
Right.
marketing or advertising, because I already had experience in that.
Okay. Okay.
So you should try, and you should know this how I came to know that what I am made for and what I am good at.
So
So
you kept on
instead,
exploring through your initial experience and while you were interning, and accordingly you pursued your Yana.
yes, 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 yes.
Okay,
So
that's
one should be little. It is a risk taking, I should say. It is
all
risk
right.
taking. That okay, if you don't feel that it is good, because at times it happens. One of my friend, she was so eager to be a radio jockey, but after doing radio jockey's internship, she left that thought. She said, no, 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 I'm not made for that. I love writing, so she
Right.
went for writing. So this
Okay.
how she had a clarity in her mind.
All right. That's so intriguing to know, and I'm sure very insightful for those who are planning a career in your related field. Tanisha tried to connect with another set as well, but then again, I think signal in her area is an issue. We hope that she joins back. I would not like her to miss on the opportunity to ask her question. Hope that she joins us back soon. In the meanwhile, Gunjan, Ridhima, if you have any question, uh, any added question, feel free to ask. Ridhima seems to be eager to ask. She's about to unmute. Yeah. No, it's okay.
Yeah, go
If you
ahead.
don't have a question, it's fine. If you have, you can ask. Gunjan, Ridhima, any one of you.
Yes, ma'am. I want to ask that can you please give a short brief about the
Okay,
duties
duties
of
of the
the
model:
models?
to be on time, punctuality. If you have a show at 7 o'clock and if you are reaching at 8 o'clock, you'll be out of the show. So punctuality you should learn, right? And before time, not even 8, because we have a reporting time and we have a show time. And between these two times, we have a gap of at times of 3 or 4 hours, because you have to dress up, you have to go for your makeup and all these things, and a good communication skill, and to be polite. If you're rude, trust me, no one will take you in another show. You have to be polite, you have to be gentle, you should know how to say your things in a very gentle way, right? So this all comes in a communication skill. So you should polish your communication skill with your overall personality.
Absolutely. So we have, an insight into modeling. This brings me to you have these three verticals, which where you have already created a equally successful name, be it anchoring, be it acting or voiceover. How are they different from each other?
So I think that as a voiceover artist and acting, these are not so different. because in both the things you have to adapt a character.
Right.
You have to adapt a character. So, so these are interrelated, but anchoring is altogether different, because for anchoring you should be knowledgeable, you should be updated,
Right.
and there are different types of anchors nowadays. So if let's say if someone wants to be a news anchor, then one
Right.
should be very updated and should have a good current affair knowledge.
Right. Right.
So for that, there are different things, and for that you need different skills, as I said. So
So,
these two, voiceover, yeah, and voiceover and acting are a little bit correlated, we can say. But this is on-screen acting, and that is off-screen acting.
okay.
But for anchoring, there are different skill that is needed.
So in future, we are going to see more of Annie the anchor, Annie the actor, or Annie the voiceover artist.
So Annie as a whole, so
Annie as
anything.
a whole. So it is anything. Everything is anything.
Yeah.
All right. So, friends, let me thank my young friends who are here and take them to the virtual studio back as we take our final phase of interaction. Thank you, Ridhima. Thank you, Gunjan. Thank you, Soumya. Thank you, Tanisha. She's not here. I hope if she joins while before we finally close the session, we'll take her up and take her question. In the meantime, thank you all three of you for being with us and asking questions. If you have any other question, you can put in the chat box. I'll take you up to ask your question once again. So, Annie, you've been hearing these young questions, these young friends who are asking, and you have gone through that age and stage of your life as well. You can so when if somebody is planning for a career in a field like these, a lot of people say it's risky to be in these careers. If one wants aspires to be a voiceover artist or actor, you may click, you may not click, right? Now,
Yes.
out of thousands of people, few make it big, few make a livelihood, even if they don't make it big, and there are many who nobody knows that they ever wanted to be in this field also. So what is how would you advise people to be sure that they should pursue it with that commitment, and what how they can go about?
Sir, one should know, that's what I said earlier, that one you should introspect and you should take a help. The platform, really, I should appreciate the platform that you have. It's really a big opportunity for all the kids who are really confused at what they want to achieve in life.
Right.
So so one should know that what he or she is capable of, because these are kids and they have big dreams in their eyes and head. So they want to achieve, and this is a glamorous field, so many of them are attracted towards it mainly. So but they should know, are they really capable of doing that? So, if, for instance, if they had gone for the particular training, if they have opted for a academic qualification in mass comm or journalism, during that journey, they will come to know that yes, this is meant for us or no. If no, then wisely you should opt for something else. One should not be rigid. And if yes, then you can go ahead, of course.
Absolutely, and in fact, when Gunjan was asking that question related to modeling, I recalled in around, if I'm correct, around year 1994 in Welham Girls, Dehradun, while doing one of the workshop for young students there. One of them was Kareena Kapoor, and she was that very lively, bubbly individual who wanted, who wanted to be in acting and modeling, and of course, we didn't know that she's the person who is uh, belonging to
From the
the
same
film
background.
industry. So if anyone would have seen Kareena at that time or Kareena today, she has redefined herself. She has redefined because she had that, and that's where I'm going to correlate with what Annie just now said, that that discipline, that conviction, that determination, that this is my field, and whatever it takes me, whether it is about my physique, whether it is about my presence, whether it is about every aspect is important. It is not just about going in front of the camera and start doing things. It requires a lot of backup preparation in every aspect, be it personality, physique, or various dimensions which are there. So, lot of, Tanisha again joined and she was there. A camera worked, and again I was about to take her. I thought we'll finish and take her on, but again she's logged out, unfortunately. So, Tanisha, my apologies because of your internet connection. We are not able to take your question. We hope sometime in future we'll be able to have you and Annie ma'am connected together for having your question answered. You can mail your question also. If possible, I will forward it to her and ask Annie ma'am to send a video bite so that you get answer from her to your
Yes, of
question.
course.
Well,
Of course.
all good things have to come to an end, Annie. It's really such a pleasure talking to you and getting that insight, helping these young minds here. So your final word for people aspiring career in voiceover, acting, anchoring. What would be your final word to them and to their parents?
Oh, yeah, of course, the most important question. Uh, the first foremost thing I should say that discipline, as I'm repeating it, they must be saying that I am like again and again repeating the same thing, but this is the main thing that I'm focusing again and again because discipline life is the key. So you one should be disciplined. If you are disciplined with, you'll be healthy mind, and you are able to take wise decisions in your life. So this is also the main thing that I want them to learn. And for parents, I should say that if you are working, it's not just academic qualification that one should focus being a parent. I think that you should make your kid so that one should know that what he or she is made for. So this how you can guide them that how they can live their disciplined life. And for moms who are the लाड़ थिंग के नहीं और ये खाओ और जंक भी खा लो और ये भी खा लो, so नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. तो disciplined diet and disciplined life and smart work these days is very important. बिकॉज हम कितना भी हार्ड वर्क कर लें, इफ वी जैसे हम हमारे जो पेरेंट्स हैं तो दे आर यूजिंग फेसबुक एंड इंस्टाग्राम, सो इट्स लाइक न्यू थिंग एंड गुड थिंग फॉर देम. तो इट्स लाइक रियली आई अप्रिशिएट देम that they are updating themselves. So I think this is the smart thing that they are doing. With the time they are flowing, they are trying to match the time. So I think that one should keep updated. So this is the smart work that I'm referring, and the hard work. There is no substitute to hard work. And these
Absolutely.
are the things. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your very valuable input, sharing your experience, your insight to these young friends, and your candid way to tell them that the pros and cons of the field that you have been making a mark for yourself in. And Annie, thank you so much for being with us in our show, Career Conflict.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
Thank you so much. Friends, you were watching and listening to Annie Sharma, actor, anchor, and the voice-over artist, sharing with you her life experiences, answering questions of our young friends to give an insight that if you want to be in a related career, what it takes to be there. It requires discipline, determination, and a lot of hard work and smart work to be there in this field. I hope you found the information input very useful and relevant. For me, in this Career Conclave 2020, every expert who's coming, every professional who's coming is quite an eye opener and is a great revelation about another side, the other side of the career. The experience in being in that career is really amazing, and we are grateful to all our experts. And I must thank you, all the audience and viewers, for being with us in this journey. And we are getting a lot of emails, a lot of people making a suggestion that can we have a chartered accountant, can we have people from X profession or Y profession. We will try to get you another volume of Career Conclave and connect with more professionals, because in the current series, which is still tomorrow, we've already extended it by a day, and tomorrow we are going to have Dr. Dolly Gupta, cosmetic dermatologist, a celebrity doctor, who is helping a lot of people in the Tollywood and Bollywood are being a client, helping them out with the cosmetology and in the medical way. Let us try and understand how does a doctor touch upon the cosmetic element, and that is where we are going to have Dr. Dolly Gupta, 4 p.m. tomorrow in Career Conclave 2020. We'll soon come up with another series with more professionals, but tomorrow, 4 p.m., don't forget to log into HLS or the school time platforms to be with us. Thank you. Till then, God bless. Stay safe. Take care.